Welcome to America. Democracy is dying. It is the year 1940. Douglas MacArthur has seized control of the federal government and under fascist influence has begun to purge the last vestiges of the old order, being pushed back to just parts of California. The constitutional states of America are trying to put up a brave face, but August Phelps, El Generico over here, is very unlikely to do this on his own. Good thing he has me. We got Monroe Doctrine, the War Department, intervention in the Americas, air war plans, cool, gold standard, labor management, and then slow economic growth. Basically, the economy is shit. The production, shit. It's manpower situation, shit. Hey guys, just a quick little update before we get into things. The new DLC and Season Pass have been announced. If you're interested, check out the link down below. It will take you to Paradox Store where you can buy a Steam key for Steam, so no harm done. Same pricing as the Steam store. And if you use my code and my link, you get all the content. I get 12% of the revenue. Everybody wins, and I can keep buying more of these expensive Warhammer figurines because I cannot stop myself. That said, here is the rest of the video. I hope you guys have fun. I have more painting to do. Oh god, I have more painting to do. All things considered, this is a really bad position. If we lose this state, it's over. Furthermore, if we lose just one victory point, it's over.
Wretched sinner unit, the path to robot heaven lies here in the Good Book 3.0.
Hey, do I preach to you when you're lying stoned in the gutter? No. So beat it!
The army is not great. We have 32 divisions, and we're already short 60,000 manpower. We barely have enough guns to equip what's in the field. We have not enough trucks, not enough support equipment, not enough anything, realistically. This is going to be great, but we're not making any political power, so I would need political power, not just for manpower, also to get my economy fixed, also to hire political advisors, also to hire military command. Yeah, it's probably either going to be Selective Training Act or just find manpower elsewhere. Speaking of finding manpower elsewhere, hello, Philippines! Hey, looking nice, 247,000 manpower, and you're available to be demoted. Well, you are now an integrated puppet, huzzah, which means yes, welcome aboard. We'll take the anti-tank out of the equation, save that, and we'll be converting a lot of divisions to our new puppet infantry. Let's get to work. We have a lot of conversion to do, and hopefully that will conserve sufficient manpower for us to work with. Assign everyone to the front line. Except for these guys, they'll try to pin that division in place. And these guys will assist in the pinning here. I'm going to abandon my ports because I noticed we have a fleet that's not actually doing anything. So we'll quickly sort that out. Submarines can convoy raid here. And the surface fleet, I guess that's the remains of the Pacific Fleet. They can just strike force there. And that should prevent naval invasions. We'll have to contain this naval landing. Hopefully the armor can do it. And we'll just have to make sure everything else here is able to hold. What I need now is guns. I could get the infantry equipment manufacturer, but that costs us political power. And I have a lot of things to spend political power on, so I'm going to do it without the designer. Let's instead work on maintenance companies, so I can steal some of the enemy's guns with a little luck. These guys, we're going to have to do some last stands there. We'll do a last stand there. Here, you, the volunteers, that's 4 divisions, and last stand, that should buy us enough time. Air, apparently we do have control of the skies, that is pretty sweet. We have the numbers, but we don't have the production to keep those numbers, so this is bad. Alright, what do I want? Guns. I would love some light tanks, but this ain't it, Chief. I need budget cuts. This'll do. 1 on tanks, I guess, just to replenish losses. After that, I need basic equipment, like artillery support equipment. After all that is filled up, maybe a little bit of anti-air. Trade. We have 1 civ that I'm going to trade away. I'd rather have the steel from it now than the potential of maybe building another factory in a decade. This 1 tank division, instead of merging it, I'll just quickly turn it into a puppet, get the manpower, freeze up some light tanks, huzzah! We're also going to ask the Philippines for all of their troops, so another 10 fully equipped divisions can make the difference, so we'll quickly ferry them over to the main front line. I'll have to start begging once we unpause. I'm gonna improve relations with the Mexicans, I think. They're close by. I can theoretically get some stuff from them. I don't control the physical tiles bordering Mexico, but I control the state. Theoretically, I can trade and get lend-lease from Mexico without requiring anything to go via sea. So we'll try to make that work. Fortunately, the enemy is just about as weak as us, which is good. If I could get like a Mimi maneuver going here, snake my way to the Mexican border, they would still have San Diego, but I can convoy raid it so they don't get supply. Now, the naval invasion immediately halted for reasons that are entirely beyond me, but I'll take it. You move into support, you hold. Now, I got the War Department. I think I need the selective training. I think I need that extra manpower. I can get equipment, but not anything else from my allies, such as they are. Alright, so it's gonna be a matter of shuffling troops around to plug the gaps wherever. They're very much pinned, so let them starve a little bit more before we intervene. This is a problem. I would like to push, but I just can't. I don't have the strength. If this guy wasn't walking in here, Fico, Arkansas. And why am I not surprised, Arkansas? I've also just switched over to Grand Battle Plan. We only had the first tech and superior firepower, and while I am still, in my heart of hearts, a superior firepower supremacist, I recognize the superiority of Grand Battle Plan in the grand scheme of things. Maybe with a little luck, if we're given enough room to breathe, we can actually dig in. We do have air superiority, which is sort of helping. You, and you probably need to do a joint assault as well. It's all so very awful. All right, that gap's plugged. That gap will be plugged. This gap is being plugged as well. I fear that I might have to yield like the north of California. I would lose a port, but as long as I can hold on to Sacramento, we'll still be good. The Navy's engaging. That's good, I guess. We'll sink that. It's a tiny enemy navy. Ooh, I don't have screening. God, we also get the bad admirals. And it would appear the UK is being magnanimous. They're sending me... That's 1,000 guns and a bunch of support equipment. Alright, that's nice. Good. Sacramento's getting reinforced, and we're holding, more or less. Damn it, Eisenhower. Now you have to deal with MacArthur. And you have to deal with Patton, even if he's on your side. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of shuffling troops around, but I think we can make this work. Just need to wait for the manpower to come in. This Navy probably should be on something like... oh, they're on low-risk engagement already, and they're losing it. They're losing it so badly! Ah! At least the Navy didn't get mauled entirely, and I should still be able to project naval power. I'm also out of fuel. Move to hold Sacramento, and then keep cycling units. The rest of the line is fairly stable until they launch another massive wave at me. Huh. Romania joined the Allies. So much for historical, I guess. Okay, so the Mexicans are willing to help us. Not the massive numbers I was hoping for, but it's going to arrive without getting intercepted. National Guard can also be downsized a little, free up a little bit more manpower. And we'll train like a couple of these as soon as equipment comes available. We'll start deploying those as well. Knowing that I have plenty of artillery in stockpile, maybe I should get a little bit of anti-air in production before we get more artillery made. Also, I need more support equipment. I need more everything! I'm gonna need better friends. I'm gonna need more friends. If I can get Vargas here to be friends, get our relations with him up, I can ask him for lend-lease as well. His relations are fairly high. Fine might not be the right word for this, but it's sustainable. This is a mess, but if we can fend this guy off, we can move in. Counterattack, who knows. Don't want to lose this position, so I gotta be ready to funnel fresh units in. I would like to contain this once and for all. I might be able to kill them off now. Good. I don't like this, but it's okay. It could be worse. We're still controlling the skies, which reminds me, what basic airframes are we making? Are they at least somewhat good? They are not somewhat good. All right. I got the experience, might as well use it. It's not glorious, probably not even great by a long shot. It's 9 attack. This is 10 attack. Might as well just get double lights. It's better. You know, I don't have any realistic way of producing them yet, but we'll make those once we can. All right, now that Vargas has been convinced by some military access, what is he sending me? A few guns, some support equipment, 47 interwar light tanks, I'll take him, and some towed anti-air. Fuck me. I would like to get the British more friendly, but I don't know when the AI sends you stuff like Lend-Lease. They're sending it to China, they're sending it to us. I don't know what makes them do it, but I'll fucking take it. I want political power. I really, really want political power. I really, really want the Selective Training Act. I really just want to fix this country. So, at least this little pocket's gonna get destroyed, and the bubbles are more or less holding. That's a godsend. It's done! Fuck me! Okay, I have one armor unit. I'm thinking maybe putting it up here, so it will be able to push to San Diego. Oh, I think I lost stability to the point where I need more. Oh, now I have no way of getting steel because of... Oh, the economy's so shit! Alright, after Selective Training Act, I'm just not taking a single focus until I can get war economy. This is so shit. Literally every single one of my factories is going to consumer goods. Wow! Alright, let's see if I can punch a hole. Go through this desert tile, then that desert tile, encircle this around San Diego, crush the pocket. Oh, yes! Yes! My ragtag navy has actually succeeded. Well, it's my own navy, I'm thinking. But still, we have succeeded. We sunk the Enterprise, unfortunately. And the Filipino troops are also coming in. They will bolster the line. With those in place, I should be able to hold at least a little bit longer. Yo, don't mind if I do. I see weakness and I will strike. Yes, that's the way forward. Counterattack. Whenever we see an opportunity, take a tile. It's a mountain tile as well. Good. Sit on that hill. You hold that position. And you pin those guys in place as well. I can take the horse. Get it off that tile. Maybe Mountaineers. Considering we have to go through the Rockies, Mountaineers are not a bad call. Alright, we have completed a pocket of sorts. Now we have to make sure we can sustain it, get units in position, and get ready to crush that. A tank can probably hold that if I last stand it, which I don't want to do because it's going to burn through a lot of equipment, but it is vital. You know, I was going to begin containment of these forces, but there's 10 divisions in San Diego. Oh no, and they're still supplied. Oh boy, raid the shit out of that place, I guess. So I saw an opportunity and took it up here near Nevada. This had one unit on it that, attacked these 4 divisions. And I immediately counterattacked it before I could get any org onto the unit, allowing me to push it off easily. Now, if I can also get these 2 divisions off of Las Vegas, in theory, I should be able to seize Nevada. Down here, we're slowly going to try and cut this pocket to bits. So we'll isolate these 2 infantry units up there, destroy them. Yep. Okay, these isolated divisions will now be crushed. Did we win in Las Vegas? I think we did. All right, good. Good, you hold position. As long as they're not attacking us. Fantastic! Yes, the Selective Training Act! That means manpower is going to mobilize. It didn't give us a bonus of 2.5%. It just moved us up to limited conscription. I thought it was... I simply misread this. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Now I'm not going to take a focus. Yeah, I have the state of Nevada under control. Got steel from that. Fuck yes! All right, that means... we can actually make stuff again. All right, into San Diego now. Full steam ahead. Yes, we're starting to destroy them. Several of them had low organization. That is our naval base. Not so happy with this. We lost another chunk of the Navy. Yeah, the Navy keeps losing smaller vessels. Yes, we'll seize this. We'll have our back against Mexico. Feels really good. And dockyards are now very busy fixing all these broken ships. Okay, fine. So we got 2 states again. California and Nevada against America. Solid. And we're slightly less close to getting destroyed. Hey, some of the tacticals do have range. Alright, and then we'll try to get through here, head to Phoenix. If I can get Arizona, I have 3 states against all the others. Oh, they got a new unit in! Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Let's just work on tanks, because I think if I can inch my way forward, I can seize back parts of the American industrial complex. And with those in my hands, I might have an industry to work with. Phoenix is ours, and the state of Arizona is ours as well. That's more manpower. Pin. Move over there. Move over there. And then we have the supply hub in Arizona. Aha! Victory can be achieved. Another Filipino division. Head for the mainland. If I can keep begging guns off people, I can start making a couple of airplanes. I don't need a lot. I just need enough to be able to maintain air. I think the going is going to be very slow for the foreseeable future because the terrain is terrible. I'm going to need Mountaineers, but I don't really have everything I would need to set that up. God, I have 2 civs. No, I had 2 civs. Now it's just 1. I had factories for a moment. For a brief moment, there were factories in the constitutional states of America. Come on, political power. Come on, political power. Boom. Let's go. War economy. Do we have an economy yet? We have an economy of sorts. I can make that work. All right, start building. Start trading for a little bit of rubber. We'll be able to produce equipment at maximum capacity. Well, more or less maximum efficiency. Let's see if I can inch forward again. Try for small encirclements. They've got lack of supply. And I have 1 tank. And I will leverage it to the best of my abilities. I know it's just 1 division. But every little bit counts. And if I can just inch my way forward is a victory. Drive to Utah. Right, more guns. Good. Sweet. Baby Jesus, we might make it to Salt Lake City. They've arrived. That gives me control of the state. Reinforce the armor unit. I now have control of 1, 2, 3, 4 states. I've quadrupled the nation. It's not much, but it's something. And it's more resources that can be traded. Okay. I just sunk the Ranger and the Lexington. I'm sinking my own navy, and I don't really like this. I'd rather, you know, reintegrate that navy at some point, but yeah, I'll take what I can get. I got the Fair Labor Standards Act. That's going to improve political power gain. Now I'll get the research slot. It's usually good having that. 50 political power. Hired Mark Clark. More infantry division attack and defense. Brilliant. Still mobilizing a little bit more manpower, so no need to go up another law. Slowly maneuvering the front line forward. Bit by bloody bit. Alright, I figured out how mountain infantry works. I guess that's something we're going to devote some attention to. Building a good mountaineer division. Slow and steady. The Constitution is inevitable, MacArthur. I can make medium tanks now. Honestly, very little point in making them. Considering the situation out here. But, you know, could be fun. Start building some lead tanks. How are they getting so many divisions in here suddenly? A subject may soon raise its autonomy. Can't have that. Congratulations. I'm gonna force you down a little bit. We're gonna last stand that. Reinforce it, and over here just stop the attack, so we should be fine. The line is thin, I must admit. We're gonna have to last stand this one as well. Fine. Basically, wherever they manage to gather a couple of divisions for an attack, it gets hard for me. On the upside, I'm able to move units around relatively quickly and then immediately counterattack whenever the enemy's finished attacking. That's allowed me to retake this supply hub in Arizona, for instance, and immediately follow it up with an attack on other positions. I got an airfield in Arizona, great. So I'll take some fighters, move them over there as well, along with a little bit of CAS. So they did manage to punch south into a plains tile. But I am going to now attack up north into the mountain tile above it and hopefully encircle like 4 of their divisions if they're going to let me. I would need more manpower soon, but I need a lot of stuff now. Go with the financial expert. You should free up a couple of extra factories in theory. I do fear that my faithful puppet here has run out of oh no, gone up a conscription law. Sweet. I'm going to keep bringing up units. I want to get that encirclement in. Boys, or boys, whatever that place is called. Let's head there next. Oh, they're not trying to escape the trap I'm setting up. I can only applaud that. So I have air up over 2 areas at once. Good. I'm going to start losing airplanes, but we're making some. Also researching some improvements for the air. I just need to get factories out there now. Preferably, I can take some off my enemies. I think we're going to go through them. Yes! Okay, with that, we have a sizable encirclement, plus that's a supply hub here. Sweet! But still, I know casualties, I've killed a lot of them. The Philippines have lost 121,000 men, and they've killed 4. I have questions about Filipino troop quality. Move for the encirclement of those 2 divisions. Now that should give us territory I can move my 1 tank through on its way to Portland, and this pocket will close soon. TM. Things are starting to look up. Not over here, they aren't. Get the bastards off those tiles. Reinforce that. This is going to work. We'll force them off that tile. And I think we'll force them off that tile as well. All right, I'm taking another inch. Now, I would like to get some more stability and some more war support, because this is shit. Why is the nation not rallying behind Augustus Phelps as he's trying to restore democracy to America? They're looking more fascist by the day. There, bada bing, bada boom, 2 more divisions. So, if we can't take them in a stand-up fight, I'll have to isolate them and fight them piecemeal. I can do that. Reinforce, you go there, and then we'll take that unit out. It's another pocket destroyed, 2 divisions out of my hair. Huzzah! And another pocket. It feels so futile, though, fighting these battles. Alright, we're making gains. We'll work our way up north towards Oregon. After Oregon, Washington, if at all possible. And we'll go from there. I think if I apply myself, I could probably naval invade near Portland, and that would make this whole thing collapse. Problem is, I don't have the troops to do that, unless I just deployed a couple of fresh ones. If I take like these 4 divisions, they're not on a line, along with maybe the tank. I go from there up to that tile, and then the tiles next to it. I could see that working, maybe? And then, of course, the armor as well, like here-ish. If we do nothing, we fail anyway. So, fortunately, people are still sending me significant numbers of equipment. It's keeping me afloat, so I'll keep doing it. I'm under a lot of pressure here. We aren't getting substantially stronger as time passes by. And even though I am cutting them down bit by bit by bit, and they've sustained significant casualties, they have the industry and the manpower pool to weather this. I do not. If I can get to Portland, I would have the state of Oregon under my control. A little bit. It's the little things in life that I might be able to appreciate. Okay, 2 more divisions to the front line. If it fails, I'll lose my only tank. I have regrets. Or there's nothing here. Just no regrets required. Okay, armor in there. That will allow us to link up. You in there. You to Portland. You to that tile. Let's go, boys! With Portland, we'll take the state of Oregon. If that door to Seattle is open, walk there. Now. Go, 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 go. Yes. And we'll make some medium tanks, I guess, for the future. As well as guns for the now. And other various sorts of equipment. Good! Fuck yeah. Okay. With Portland secure the mountains around Portland, they'll be easier to defend. Attack, 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 pin. You south. North, don't want to lose that. Don't want to have too much of my attention wrapped up in this. That would be also bad. No, we're not getting the supply. Oh, fuck. Should have attacked it differently. Doesn't matter. Seattle's covered. Not Seattle then. All right, another unit encircled. Whew. Okay, that does extend the front significantly, though. Potentially bad for business. I'll be honest, this could be a super risky move. I'll move the armor up here, and it might be able to take Seattle. This is not collapsing. Good. We're sustaining. I do need that supply hub. It's completely disconnected from the railway network, so it will only benefit me, not the enemy. Alright, I'm very happy with this. We have superiority in the region. Very good. Oh, no. Japan's just declared war on the Philippines. Fuck. No! Oh, they're gonna join Japan's faction, aren't they? Oh, I'm fucked. Well, I wouldn't call this so well, but it was going! It was going! Yes, I could join the Chinese United Front, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna join the Allies at some point. If you join Japan's faction, I'm gonna be very mad. Damn it! We can do this! We can do this. I need a massive distraction for the Junta, and I can get MacArthur, and I will hang him in Washington. I promise you that much, MacArthur. This treason will not stand. The American people deserve better. I'm gonna move on and see if I can attack Seattle. Basically, that frees up the East Coast. I don't really see them risking a naval invasion from something like Anchorage. Yes, Manchukuo is now also an enemy, as expected. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. We can have that airfield. Let's reposition the air over there. We're now fighting mostly in the Cascades. That gives us the advantage, and as soon as that armor unit arrives with a little bit of infantry support, we attack. That should give me control of Washington. With control of Washington, that's another state with its resources and population added to the calculation. Fall of Manila. That was quick. Yeah, Philippines are done for. I did have a bunch of their divisions queued up here to consume their Filipino manpower and have it available to me, I guess. Don't know if that's actually going to help. Again, I know it's memey. I know it's cheaty. Some of you think it's not very cool of me to do this. I just want to win, boys. I need America to be free. We have Seattle, with that the state of Washington, its population, and a tiny sliver of its industry. Yes. I'll damn well take it. Yeah, I don't like the odds anymore. We're still massively outnumbered. Fortunately, Japan's still very busy. All right, we've pushed ahead. I think we've got most of the supply hubs in this area cut off entirely from whatever supply they should be able to get. Push the line further. I need to make gains before Japan decides to get involved. All right, move. Let's see if we can get some encirclements going. Just want to push out as far as I can while they are out of supply. All right, head to Boise or Boise. Who invents these places? Who names these places? And then we'll cut off that section if we can punch through there. So you up there, crush that. We'll be able to punch through there. Come on, drive. Drive, you son. Yes! Yes, all right. That is the genius of Eisenhower. This is why he's a president. Push. Make sure this doesn't crack back open, and now consolidate. Crush them. All of that. Oh, most of that, because I had one singular tank division. I also have control of the state of Idaho. I can't believe they named the character Duncan Idaho in Dune. Uh-oh, they've cracked our cipher. That is unfortunate. Joke's on them, though. I wasn't really using it anyway. If I can clean this up, I might be able to roll them. I get a couple of extra divisions deployed. 2 more. Get to the line. It's all coming together now. Yes! This unit goes there, encircles that unit, crush it against the Canadian border. I thought I was done for, but in fact it is they who are done for. Oh, the Philippines have capped. I still retain their units, I guess, so I'm gonna cancel that. I guess that, I hope that gives them like a little bit of a manpower pool to work from. That naval invasion was a lifesaver. Changed the whole paradigm of this war. Let's see if I can punch through up north, I guess. Go up here along that railway. Ooh, the Great Falls. Yeah, 8 divisions, 11 divisions, I think, altogether, that we should be able to wreck. Fritz Kuhn, you don't look American at all. Oh, the industry is picking up. Finally fixing this country. That's another 3 divisions, all right? With that, I think we might actually have, maybe not a numerical superiority, but definitely closer to parity. Thank God we were able to do this with air. Would not have wanted to do this without any form of air power. Alright, Japan has declared war on Britain. Would I be able to join your faction? Huzzah! I'm in the Allies. And the United Mexican State. Oh no. No! It pulled Mexico into the East Asian co-prosperity sphere. No! Because I'm not the real America. Shit. Oh, that was gonna gut me. I think that's the mechanics of the US pressuring Mexico into their faction, and because the other US is technically the correct one, the OG, it pressured them into the Japanese faction, even though they have no business being in a fascist faction. Okay, the Mexicans are in. I did manage to get a couple of divisions in, but are they here in time? No, not really. Fuck. This is not good. With all that support, this is basically over. We just have to punch on through and retake land more quickly than that the fake allies here, fake Mexico and fake America, can take it off us. I'm confident that we can win this. Yes, you there. Seize the railways leading to Denver. Down here, slight problem with the Mexicans. There appears to be an invasion of illegal immigrants going on here. It's not great, but we can stem that tide. I got Denver. That's Colorado in the bag. New Mexico is in the... No, almost in the bag. I can make better fighters. Okay. Ooh, I lost a bunch of my factories. Why did I lose a bunch of my factories? Oh, I lost... Philippines! Those are the ones. I lost the factories in the Philippines. That's fine, I can build new ones. I have an industry now. Brazil, what the fuck are you doing? You idiot, Vargas! We had a good thing going! You absolute Moron! Well, okay. I'm not going to join that war. I'm just going to keep asking Vargas to send me stuff. Oh, he doesn't like me anymore. Bastard. Oh, well, I'll ask Canada. Anyway, teeny tiny pocket. Ready to be teeny tiny destroyed. Alright, let's just halt all advances for the time being. Just draw front lines in a way that makes a slight amount of sense. And focus on crushing this pocket. Now, the Philippines have managed to somewhat free themselves, so be it. Alright, the giant has awoken. The giant's back in business, baby. Let's see if I can take Rapid City in South Dakota, get the Dakotas on hand, and then there's Bismarck in North Dakota. See if I can get that. Oof, the South is really being pressured. I'll be honest, did not expect the Mexicans to be this dangerous, or dangerous at all. Honestly, I didn't expect them to do this. Alright, this is turning into a right proper problem. I don't have another unit. I don't have any reserves. Fighters are up. Let's redeploy you guys south. I'll need fighters over there. Desperately trying to avoid the entirety of World War II. I just want my stuff back. And yep, I have control of North Dakota. It's a start. It's a supply hub? No, it's not a supply. It's close enough to one. If I drive there, I can get all of these guys encircled. And we've stabilized the front with Mexico. I've lost a little territory, but price worth paying. Keep redeploying units. Make sure the front line is solid. Siam is winning. Japan is, Japanning. Europe's looking better, though. Greece is still here and fighting back. Italy is getting its teeth kicked in. No, I've been pinned. I was so close. No encirclement. Oh, never mind. Encirclement, yes. Better tanks. Making some mediums. We can start putting a medium tank into the field. Hey, I can afford the expense. I can probably afford 2 medium tanks. There we go. How's the clawback going? We're closer to capitulation than we are to not being capitulated, but oh, we're holding. 500,000 casualties. Let's see if I can go here and then drive the tank to Minneapolis, which will give me Minnesota. Let's see what battle planning gets me. Eisenhower seems convinced he can win me the war. I am not convinced, but I've got plenty of National Guard on the line. Mostly resolved my equipment difficulties, and I've got manpower, so let's apply a little pressure. See, let's stop applying a little pressure. Alright, I'm in Minneapolis. That gives me Minnesota, eh? Good enough. And if I can rush that tank to this position, we'll cut these divisions off as well. Minnesota gives me a couple of mills, a little bit of manpower. Alright. Well, a couple of civs. I'll take it. Ramp up production of everything. Everything. And huzzah, encirclement? Huzzah! Technically, that's an encirclement. I think I'll manually try to close that one because it gets confusing for the AI. Can't believe how long the Civil War is taking. You think Americans would be good at civil wars by now. It's not like that's their first one. I'm almost at 50% stability after doing the import propaganda and war propaganda things. War support is rising. It's like 8 divisions we've got trapped here. Good. Let's get rid of them. Oh, this is hurting me. Counterattack now. It's if it wasn't for all these additional Mexican troops, basically almost doubling the size of the American Junta's forces, we'd have this in the bag by now. Up here, if I can get through and make my way down to Milwaukee, I can get the state of Wisconsin. Military constructions, 5 mills in Washington. Why is the armor so slow? Oh, forests. Yeah, that'll do it. Just redeploy there, get the armor in position. Might need it for the push on Milwaukee. Actually, I might not. There's actually nothing in Milwaukee. No, they did not get there first. We have the state of Wisconsin. Yes! More manpower, more factories. Not a lot of mills, though, but civs are very, very welcome nonetheless. All right, from Milwaukee into Chicago, that will give us Illinois. With Chicago, Illinois, that is a lot of factories we have. This armor is ready to become more mediums. I have 1 functional armor division. It's done pretty much everything. It has seized Chicago, it has seized Phoenix, and it's pretty much created every major breakthrough in the campaign so far. Godspeed, you magnificent bastards. That's all I can say. Ooh, Soviets are taking a beating. Greece is still there, and Italy's managing to hold on better than I thought they would. They've actually contained this somewhat, but they've lost not entirely. I'd like to destroy more of these American units because they're pumping out new divisions. I have taken a great portion of the industry and I can now compete, but they're still pumping out divisions. And I think I'll start converting some of these divisions into mountaineers. Oh, fuck me. Whenever they counterattack, I'm in big trouble. Why is that? Oh, they have air. You have no air bases in that region. Can't do much about it. Motherfucker. They're making this very problematic for me. Doesn't matter. I can outmaneuver them. I can outmaneuver them. Head to Omaha. With a little luck, we'll create an encirclement of these units there. We're pushing them back. We're holding everywhere else for the most part. We're going to lose some tiles. It doesn't matter. Fresh units ready for deployment. You, one more tile. You head there. I'll head to Wichita then. There's Des Moines, which is Iowa. Micro. Snake. I am the serpent this day. I will outmaneuver my enemies. And another pocket. Huzzah! Alright. Thin the ranks. Right. The Des Moines, and from the south we'll get another encirclement, then another state under our control. Factories. Honestly, I need stuff like land warfare facilities as well, but I don't think I have that luxury right now. Production of other stuff takes precedence. Another pocket here. Alright, sweet. Let's reduce them. Sweet. Another pocket. Come on. The casualties are not great. 625,000. But I have killed 1.8 million of my fellow countrymen. That's not a good number. I'm losing troops as well. Mostly these borrowed troops from the Philippines. Makes sense considering they have no manpower, so they're slowly being whittled down. It's a shame, but I have no alternative here. We'll just have to endure it. But I'm getting more of my own divisions ready as we get more and more lend-lease out of our beloved comrades. Yes, they're very willing to share now. Outmaneuvered, outclassed, outplayed! MacArthur, you are no match for democracy! Stabilize. Oh, the constitutional states of America are looking hot and spicy. This is still a lot of pressure in some places, but overall, we are through the worst of it. All right, Indianapolis is open. All right, let's see if we can hit the Detroit. Never-ending cycling of units around. Take that. I'm confused why the Dutch East Indies are communist. You know what? Doesn't matter. Oh, I can't believe it. Italy's actually cleaning up the naval invasion. And they're actually knocking out Greece. Okay, that's bad news for us. And I just lost the division in Indianapolis. Damn it. Played myself. I got cocky. Oh well, I'll just deploy more units. I'm actually getting a fairly large army out with all that lend-lease they're pumping into this country. I now outnumber the American Junta because I've killed so many of their divisions. And I'm in Detroit. That's good. And then from Detroit, we'll clean up the Michigan Panhandle. No! Oh, my one tank division just got encircled. Still win this if I just do force attack, punch through there, and hopefully meet the Canadian border. Here I am announcing everything's going well. We're winning. And now I'm suddenly making stupid mistakes. I'm getting counterattacked every which way. I think they've opened up whatever I was doing around Wichita as well. I might actually have just fucked myself. If you lose that armor unit, I'm gonna get mad. Patton, don't fuck this up for me. He should. Yay. Like, fuck for that. He made it. Yeah, basically my entire war effort is running off Canadian imports right now. I guess we're not holding on to Detroit then. Alright, Michigan Panhandle cut off. We'll mop up. I think then we'll probably be able to battle plan our way to victory. Get rid of the Junta. Sweep into Mexico. Redeploy our forces to Europe if required. And deal the final hammer blow to the hated enemy. I've made a lot of enemies here. I'll send you a small amount of aid. I'm kind of busy. State of famine. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay, that's Michigan. Let's hit the Cleveland. Great state of Ohio. Hey, our glorious nation once again stretches from coast to coast. East to west. Uh-oh. That's a lot of red bubbles. I should get rid of the Philippine divisions. There's no point to having them around. They're all completely shot to pieces. Yeah, it's better. Hold on, boys. Just hold on. Ooh, I can go to Pittsburgh. I might lose a couple of positions, but overall, you hit the Buffalo. Armor division is almost ready. Bradley here is trying to exercise a couple of Mountaineers, so they're not green anymore, but that's honestly a pointless endeavor. There. Let's see if we can force an encirclement around these 4 units. You head down to Indianapolis. Get another division encircled here. Yes, no, maybe. Yes. Mountaineers onto that tile. Armor almost got itself encircled again, as is tradition. Let's see if we can cut them up a little bit. You last stand. And we've lost Pittsburgh again. That could be worse. More last stands. I just need to buy time. Oh, how are they doing this? They're everywhere. Oh, it's because of all those divisions I just disbanded to free up space, and I don't have the industry to immediately replace them. Come on, come on. I'm begging you. I need more guns. That'll do. This is feeling very damn precarious, and I don't like it. Get this encirclement done. Okay, a couple more divisions out of my hair. And I've seized Albuquerque, so I have New Mexico. Fuck me. It's something. It doesn't feel like it's enough. I don't know how the bastards are doing it. Probably because I'm hella overextended now that I had to let go of those divisions I was borrowing from my puppet. They're pushing me back. I'm trying to maneuver as much as I can with the limited armor I have. 1 unit. I've got 2 more almost done, just a couple of mediums. I could force deploy them, but I need another gun injection, please. That'll do. God, they're suddenly beating me everywhere. Fuck, what is it that there's... Planning bonus. Well, that might do it. Did MacArthur somehow get better? American Caesar, he already had that. Maybe he used the Silver Legion decision and got himself a bunch of extra divisions? It's still mostly just Mexicans propping this whole thing up. It took a while, but I think we're stable now. I had to give up most of this, but the lines have stabilized. I've halted the offensives for the most part. I'm more or less in maintenance mode, just plugging the gaps. Got 2 tanks out. Force deploy them because I couldn't wait anymore, and I'm going to try create another encirclement. See if we can get around the enemy. Alright, let's just keep trying to carve as many of these divisions apart as we can. And that is another little pocket here. Destroy that. Don't let them get out. Just keep cutting away at them. I can take Kansas if I can get a unit into Wichita. Move. Keep moving around to encircle. I think having weathered that storm made that little encirclement. We've got a big gap in the Great Plains. I guess these are the Great Plains around Kansas. We can do something here. All right, mop this up. Containment. Destruction. Gotta keep this clean. Oh, an Australian naval invasion. Howdy. Well, in that case, let's support that with a Mountaineer push. See if we can link up. Alright, got Wichita. Oh, that was the fall of Baku. Oh my god, they're wrecking Stalin. Oh no. The Allies are at least still harassing Italy, and Greece isn't dead yet, so curious what Spain's gonna do. They have war goals, they're just not doing anything. Probably for the best, knowing how Spain prepares. Namely, not at all. And up here, through Tulsa, Springfield, Kansas City. Grab all the land we can now. Yeah, Mountaineers should be able to go through there relatively easily. Relatively. They're green, but at least the design's correct. Alright, just cut them up. Cut them up. Small, bite-sized chunks. Alright, we've reached the Australian beachhead. It's all about destroying the little pockets now. Alright, we're moving. Encirclement complete. Alright. I am the one who encircles. Things are going well. We're upgrading, we're producing. I got Lend-Lease coming in droves. Line's getting way too thin. I have to keep going. Have them on the back foot now. Can't stop, won't stop. I am the United States again. Is it because I control more than half my victory points? The American junta is crumbling. You are not the legitimate authority here, MacArthur. The Silver Legion won't save you now. Augustus Phelps and the Republican Party, they're coming for you. Down with traitors, up with the stars. The fall of the... Oh my god, that's Moscow. Uh-oh. Ready for another counterattack? It's probably too little too late, though. Crush it and crush it now. All right, that's Dallas. It's wide open. Attack. Do it now. I think that killed off a good portion of the remaining forces they had. Just go for broke now. Let's see if we can get to, like, Norfolk, maybe Washington, whatever. Get the armor rolling. We'll retake Texas, and we will enact punishment. You, Spearhead Division, accurately named, head to Richmond. Torch that city. Richmond, Virginia, seized. The American junta defeated. Capitulation. And now we revel in the victory. Now, of course, we must still deal with the Mexicans, and then we must, set things right in the world, but we have bested our hated enemies. And we must rebuild. Boy, must we rebuild. Why is my capital in Boston? Augustus? I need an explanation. I hate how the Civil War basically breaks at this point because you don't just annex the other side. No, it counts like a full war where they are now a government in exile and all that shit. But we got him. We got him. And MacArthur's in Hawaii. Yeah, a little annoying. I wish we could have gotten that bastard out a little more efficiently, but well. We'll build a glorious new navy, and we'll gloriously go and take MacArthur out. Just need to mop up Mexico, then we'll mop up Japan, and we've sorted out Mexico. Nice. Good job. Let's split out these citizen militias. I don't need them anymore. They've served admirably, and I guess we are going to plan for the inevitable invasion of Hawaii, which is a very long way off, but it really has to be done. Long story short, the Tier 1 destroyer doesn't have enough range to actually cover all the way to Hawaii, which is okay. I split the destroyers off, and then light cruisers and up all had enough range to project power, and then basically just launched the mission that way. Now the mission's underway. These guys are set to naval invasion support, and they should follow along now. And the mission's started, and now I can split them off, and they'll follow along. Nice! Alright, we're on our way to Hawaii. From Hawaii, we'll see if we can get other islands here, and then we're going to take out Japan. And seizure of Hawaii with 0 incidents. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright, it's taken a bunch of back and forth and a giant waste of my time, but I was able to secure enough of these islands to start island hopping. I've begun the invasion of Japan proper, and I think we're in, boys. Commit the infantry. The armor is also underway. 4 divisions. I thought I had 5, unless I'm mistaken. No, it's probably just 4 that I had. They're also on their way. Now, make this count. Seize Tokyo. Got ourselves a foothold, and from here we'll expand. Run circles around them. Move, move, move. Make sure they don't really get a chance to breathe. Before they start shipping most of their army back home, we gotta make sure we control the seas now. I did sink a good portion of their fleet. This is not the world's greatest navy, but with air cover, all things are possible. Speaking of air cover, I need to capture an airbase here to make sure we can keep this moving. 3 for the south, 5 for the north. All right, I'll have to do. Airbase, yes, get the airplanes up. I think we're good to go. All right, the armor has arrived, and with it, the end is nigh. End this horrible experience so I can call this a win. Speaking of winning, what's Europe? Oh, not good. They lost all of their foothold. They got a little bit of a foothold here, but that's not gonna last. Scheisse. Well, Japan is almost dead, and with that, this whole thing is gonna get cleared up, and I can get my stuff back. With my stuff back, I can then come in, swing and take out the Germans, and have a jolly good time doing it. It's over! Confirm and exit. I think I've kept it nice and clean. Free Mexico. We've retaken all of our core, so we are once again fully and united. We have a nice American puppet in Japan, and it still has some parts of a fleet. I did sink a bunch of it. I decided not to take it in the peace deal, see what they end up with. We've got the remains of the American fleet as well. Huzzah for all the good it'll do us. And now, to assure victory, all we would need to do is sail the entire US military over to Europe. It's Not something I'm particularly interested in right now, but it's certainly something I could do if I so chose. So, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Once again, democracy reigns in the United States, unified by Augustus Phelps of the Republican Party. I had a lot of fun with this. If you want to watch more videos like this, check this next one out, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.